everybody, welcome to Sanya Hospitality Solutions, where we give you the inside scoop to the event industry one video at a time. Now, today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about something that's very important for the bride and the groom on their wedding day. If you have hired an event planner, they should ideally give you a shadow for the bride and the groom separately, and they should be carrying something called an emergency kit. Now, if you've not hired an event planner, that's absolutely fine. I'm sure you have one of your best friends shadowing you the entire evening just in case you need something. Make sure that she has a small little portly, or he has a small little bag in which he's carrying the following things. This is more important for a bride than a groom. So let's get into the emergency kit. I've broken it up into 4 different parts or 4 different areas. Now you can choose what is more important to you and what is not important to you, but these I think should be with you or the person that is shadowing you at all times. The first things first is for your personal self. One is painkillers. The possibility of you not having eaten, or you just having a plain headache, or just having a lot of fatigue and a body ache, or even a slight fever is highly probable on that day. So try carrying an aspirin or a crocin or a dolo, whatever works for you in that bag. Another thing, most importantly, is because you're going to be wearing new shoes and new outfits that are probably heavier than the kind that you normally wear, the chances of you actually getting a few friction bites, friction burns, or just generally shoe bites, and or because of the sheer chaos you might just cut yourself. Carry a whole bunch of band-aids with you. I think about 4 or 5 should suffice. Along with that, for women, this is more likely important, is double-sided tape. Double-sided tape, ladies, is your best friend on that day. It keeps things in places that you did not know you need to keep in place. Right? This is depending on whether it's that time of the month or not. If you're in your period, which I highly doubt, otherwise just don't bother carrying it. The most important thing is wet wipes and dry wipes. What lands up happening is that because you're sitting in one place and you really can't leave the area all that much, sometimes your hands might get a little sticky or whatever it is, and a dry napkin just won't suffice, which you need wet wipes for. And sometimes you just want a tissue, right? So those are a few things that are important. Number 2 is don't forget to touch up. So this is with regards to your makeup. I know a lot of grooms do a lot of makeup as well today. So for them, I would recommend just carry your shade of compact that has been used on you just to touch up and mattify. Because with makeup, you do tend to look a little glossy after a while, right? Otherwise, for women and men, bobby pins, very, very important. Or even just normal pins are very, very important. You never know when your safa needs to be clipped into place, or something needs to be put into place, or something has fallen out of place. Second is your shade of lipstick that you've used on that day. You will need a touch-up, so use that on that day. Your compact or powder that normally goes for the guy as well, just in case you need a little bit of a touch-up. And blotting paper. I cannot stress how important blotting paper is. If you don't know what blotting paper is, your best bet is to go to Starbucks, and they have these recyclable papers, new tissue papers that they normally give out, just normal regular tissue. Cut them up, put them in, toss them with a little bit of translucent powder, put them in an envelope, and you're good to go. They work brilliantly. I've stopped buying blotting paper, right? And number 3, we've got emergencies, just in case. One, safety pins, like bobby pins. Second thing is a power bank. We all love our mobile phones and we do not want to run out of battery at the most optimum moment. A pair of flats for the ladies, very, very important. If you're just sitting down for, let's say, a ceremony, or if you just basically are standing on stage for your reception, you might want to change into a pair of flats. And if you're not really moving around that much, a pair of flats actually should work. That's not a problem. And this goes for both the groom and the bride. Deodorant or perfume. I would recommend perfume. and just spray it on yourself periodically every 2 hours or so. Trust me, it works brilliantly, and you don't smell like and last but not the least is don't forget to stay calm. And no one likes a hangry bride or groom. The chances of you actually getting food before the end of the event is very slim to none. So what I would actually recommend is that if by chance you're having your hair done or whatever it is, and you have the time to snack on a granola bar or a protein bar, do it, because you will need it. And because what ends up happening is that when you land up eating the starters and stuff like that, you don't land up actually eating all that much, even though it is around you at some given point in time. Protein bars before you actually put on your lipstick, or protein bars while you're getting your Serabandi done, is actually the easiest way to get a quick fix that keeps you sustained for at least 3 to 4 hours. So don't forget that. Alright everybody, it's bonus tip time! Thank you so much for staying till the end of the video. So what we're going to do is, I've been in this industry for about 12 to 13 years now, and in my experience there are a whole bunch of things that get missed in the entire planning process. So what we've done is we've come up with something called My Wedding Guide. We're giving this out to people who basically want to do a consultation with us or want to book us for their wedding. In that, we have something called the emergency kit for brides, and we have the emergency kit for grooms as well. We've got a whole bunch of other interesting things. It's segregated by event and by miscellaneous other things, including planning your own honeymoon. So if you want to get your hands on one of these, call us. But otherwise, thank you for staying till the end of the video. You know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and hit the bell icon, because we upload every Friday. And until next time.